Okay, so I want to look at all the kids post-Trump after he's left the White House by whatever means, whether his natural term has run out, whether whatever happened has happened. How are they doing? What are they doing? So let's start with Ivanka. Ivanka post-Trump. What did you have to say? Waiting on money. Or just waiting, period. Okay. Ivanka, after Trump, what are you doing? How are you doing? More waiting. On what? There's a waiting. What are you waiting for? Because if you are being implicated in some things, and well, let's see, give justice. Oh, there's waiting again. Seven of Pentacles pops back up. Or it didn't pop back up, it was in there, wasn't it? I just threw it away. So there's waiting and waiting. Or waiting in patience. So this is waiting on something specifically. Okay. Knight of Cups. There is an offer. But it's a offer that is shiny. Everything that glitters is not gold. Cooperation. The Two of Cups. More waiting. The Four of Swords. Ace of Swords. Skewer the King. So that's clarity. You're waiting on news, on information. Seven of Cups. That's confusing time. Major change. That's interesting, major change, because we're talking post-Trump. After Trump is gone, what are you dealing with? You're dealing with a major change. Because it's an adjustment, yes, to go from being in the office to not. But for you, it's not like Sasha and Melania. You didn't live in the White House. You barely worked there. So what is the major change? With this information brings that change, whatever that information is that you're waiting on. Oh. Justice. Outcome. The offer that has come, like I said, everything that is glitter is not gold. Sometimes it's fire. Four of Cups is an offer you do not want, an offer you do not like. Ivanka. So there is something out in the waters already. Right now. Because this is the Earth, this is black and white image, so it might be harder to see, but it's the Earth, which means, but this is a little different than most Earth cards. This looks like a globe, like maps. So everything should make sense, because this is this and this is here and that's there, and You know, you got your capitals down. You got your maps together. Your information should be detailed. So you are waiting on that information to bear fruit. Because everything should go according to plan, right? The glitter. It should go according to plan. The glitter. Because something to notice about these knights is usually the Knight of Wands, the horse is in the air, action. The Knight of Swords, the horse is charging, so there's movement. This one gives the indication or the implication, or maybe just the, you know, making an ass out of you and me, assuming that it's going somewhere. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Everything that glitters is not gold. Just because his leg is in the air doesn't mean he's going anywhere. The Knight of Pentacles means slow and methodical because he's not going anywhere. Cooperation. So everything should be going according to plan. Waiting on the fruits. There is the realm of possibilities. Here is the ideal offer. You're going to sit back and just wait for it to come in, you know. You can take a rest, take a breath. Here comes the victory. Here comes the clarity. Here comes the information that you were waiting for. It's a bit confusing. This is your fear, so, you know. But it brings about a major change. Something in the wind has shifted. And justice doesn't quite play out like you thought. And then an offer is made that wasn't quite gold. Foolish. That is the theme of that story. Foolish. So, Jared. Jared. Now, what the hell? What was that? Judgment. Well, of course, you just would fly right on out there, won't you? You just fly. I need some polyurethane. I'm going to say it until I keep it. Until I finally get the stuff. That'll give it the gloss on the table. That way they'll spread like we're supposed to. Or I can get a cloth, but I don't feel like doing that. Because you got to keep straightening and all that. Jared, buy me a cloth. Some of your Saudi Arabian money. Jared post-Trump. Queen of Swords. Is the law coming to get you? Because how interesting. This person in the photo is not the queen. The queen is the little fairy back there. They hold the sword. Looks like a needle, actually. So fine detailed. Not a big, huge sword, just a fine little needle. This person looks to be beating a drum. Maybe there is a cry out for help. But you fear that which is smaller than you, or what you perceive to be smaller than you, which is actually quite powerful. Interesting. Page of Cups. Somehow or another, Spirit's telling me this is you. Interestingly enough, in this image, it seems as though this page is falling into the cup. And maybe this indication of this red means that it's boiling. It looks like steam. So you're in a precarious situation. The Magician. There are skills that you possess that may help you. So let's see. A little leprechaun in there. They do covet. They covet everything. So let's see. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, here's the hardship card. Seven of Pentacles. You get the, just like Ivanka, you're waiting. Pentacles seem to be, because it's called Seven of Stones. One of the stones has crushed the fairy and the other one's angry. Interesting. Seven of Cups. Rush forward at your own peril. Everything that glitters is not gold. Confusion. 8 of Pentacles. This is something to do with work and earned money. Gives kind of indication of having more than you need. Maybe a greed problem there too. You only have 2 feet. You got 99 million shoes up there. Lovers. So you have a sense of maybe duty when it comes to Ivanka. Because I truly do believe, I mean, despite his, activities, I think he loves the girl. The Hangman. Precarious situation yet again. And then the King of Swords. That's very strange. Oh. Maybe it's just metaphorical, though. Because when I did What Does Trump Experience after the White House, I didn't get death or anything. But this just, it gave me that tribute to the king thing. But not because he's alive. Jared Kushner hates Donald Trump because he blames Donald Trump for the current trajectory of his life. It's not where he wants it to be. It's not where he thought it would be. There's a law coming to get him. He's in a precarious situation. This can go very, very badly for him, or it could go not so badly, but something bad's going to happen. Here's the Magician, so he does have some skills and some play. He has some stones he can throw, so he's not completely defenseless. The 5 of Stones is your hardship, and your hardship is surrounded by your confusion. So the things that you don't realize, not just don't know, but that you don't realize. For instance, if you were to, this image, this example popped into my mind. It's a little different, but just flow with it. There is a man who was on an elevator with a gun, and in that same elevator happened to be Barack Obama. So one of them was on that elevator by mistake. Either they got the president, because the Secret Service was with him, but They put the president on an elevator with the man with the gun, or the man with the gun got on the elevator with the president by mistake. So it's you don't realize the situation that either you put yourself in or that you just walked into. Because this is a confusion card, but look at the image. He thinks, oh yay, go get the Holy Grail. Rush forward at your own peril. This is the hardship. So, precarious situation meets work and home. So that means your troubles are following you everywhere you go. Work, home, office, wherever. New situation, new outlook. The king is gone. Can he help you? You turn from him because you think he has done you wrong or he is to blame for your life. You turn to him for a solution to the problems of your life. That's why you get a confusion card. You don't know where you're going or coming, which is why you're going to fall into a trap. You're in over your head. That's the moral of your story. What's the child name? Donald Jr. I was going to use those, but they don't have... I hate to sort of miss out on an image, but they did shout to me, pick me, so I'll pick you. Because they're not really detailed, they're just a bunch of pretty people on cards. But we will use them. Don Jr. Two fellas. 10 of Wands, King of Swords. Your burden is your father. I believe it's pronounced duh. Could be wrong. So, yep, they were speaking already. Trust the decks. They know what they're doing. Queen of Cups. This is your mother. As soon as I picked it, why is this your mother? It's your mother, though. Not Melania, but Ivanka. 8 of Cups, walking away. I heard permanently just now, but there's walking away. There's a moon. Moon indicates mystery. Veiled truth. Something you don't know that you're about to find out. Queen of Pentacles. This is the other girl. What's her name? Melania. Page of Swords. Disappointing news. 9 of Wands. There's a battle brewing. Knight of Cups. Intermediary. What in the world? The Chariot. There's the Triumph. There's a settlement. Not settlement as in money, but there's a conflict here between pretty much everybody you've ever known in your whole life. And a completion. So your family goes for some turmoil, and you're somehow in the middle, and so is Ivana. There's work, and the King of Swords. It's all about the father, though. powerless around money. So the Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. So you have is it you? Page of Wands, Page of Cups, Queen of Swords. You're having a financial problem post your father. The Hope, Hangman, and Three of Wands. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Four of Swords. Yeah, the cooperation takes a hit. The Sun, the King of Cups, and the Fool. Yeah, you have a big legal bill you need to pay. Him and his organization is who you turn to, and somehow or another you are cut off. You're cut off. Ivana is either going to help you somehow or try to get at Donald to help you, and then Melania is thinking maybe she's overstepping her bounds, and you try to get them to, I guess, get on the same page, call a truce, which does happen because you got the World card, but it still goes back to your father, for whatever reason, not helping you. Maybe he can't. Okay, well, let's do that then. Why doesn't he help you? Or why can't he help you? Or is he not helping you? Let's get some more info on Don Jr. Post Donald. Post Donald. Sharing, waiting, stagnation. So he can't help you. There's the sharing card. That's the money. Six of Pentacles. You're begging. He's sharing. But there's a freeze. There's a hibernation. Something's tied up. Stuck. Stagnant. It's going nowhere. I think, yeah, there is some disappointment. It's around money, it's around work. There's news about that. There's cooperation, there's the Sun, Five of Swords, defeat, and the Seven of Pentacles. So it's a legal battle. So your father's money, or your money, is being tied up after he leaves office. Probably happening now, but we're planning for it at least. But he is leaving office, and you need money to help with not medical bills, but legal bills. He can't help you. You talk to your mother talks to Donald. Melania doesn't like it, but you get them to see your side of this. But the money is being frozen. Like, he could transfer money to you, but it's stopped. Because money laundering is what they're looking at, and then maybe this is one of those transactions. And so it's been stopped. Interesting. Eric. Post Donald. That family is something else, ain't it? Eric. Post Donald. Four Wands. There's a victory for you. There's something to celebrate it. So something is coming to a completion that you were working on that causes a celebration of some sort. Two of Swords. That's a conflict, like a indecision, stalemate. Two of Coins. It's a balancing. It's getting interesting now. Six of Cups is about the past, so the past is coming back to haunt you maybe. Around the balancing, Two of Wands. Waiting. Preparation. You're about to go to court, post-Donald. Or something of some sort to where someone's going to question you. Four of Coins. Clinging to the past information. Six of Pentacles, is that what we got? Four of Cups, offer. So yeah, this is someone talking to you and you're clinging to that information. Temperance, cooperation. The Knave of Wands. There's an action there. Three of Coins. It's got something to do with money, where you got it from, where you sending it to. And the Fool. A lack of preparation. So you are going to be questioned. There is a feeling that, haha, you didn't get me. And then the Two of Swords leads to an indecision, a stalemate, inner conflict. You have a preparation around the juggling. So it's no coincidence there are scales in here, so you're going to have to juggle money and law at the same time. So you too are going to have some legal bills. You may have a better time than Don Jr. The Six of Cups and the Four of Cups, Six of Cups and the Four of Coins is a clinging to information, something about the past. Basically where you got your money from. This is the clarifier I placed on the Four of Coins. This is the Four of Cups, so it's a disappointment. It's also an offer. So you are going to court temperance. There's going to be an attempt to cooperate, and there is an action. So subpoena. And the Fool and the Three of Coins. So you think that I need to hide because it's the Apprentice card. This one on the top, that's the star. And then these are working tools. So you're going to have to try to hide where you got this money from. That's the Fool. They already have the information. This is what they call perjury traps on Fox News, where they have the answer already. You know, like in the Bible, when it says, when Cain killed Abel, where's your brother? I don't know. What you mean, brother? I don't have a brother. I have two sisters and a chihuahua. God already knew the answer. He just wanted to know if he would tell it. So, they know the answer, perjury trap. They just want to know if you're going to lie. So, Melania, post-Trump. Post-presidency. Eight of Swords, trapped and powerless. That's an interesting image. Big grand house in the back. And you're out in the middle of a field, a wet field, looks like. Grass, not grass, but Like all the lush is back here. You're like on a dried up beach is what it looked like. Bound and powerless. Afraid and alone. Fortune's wheel. Turns. Fate. This is meant to happen. This is why you're powerless. This is not a suggestion. This is darn near predictive, if you ask me. Because it's telling you, post Donald Trump White House, bound and alone is where you might be. Not poor, but just you feel powerless to change anything. Because hell in a handbasket is where you are all going. And so you feel like, not you maybe, because you might get sucked out of this some kind of way, but everything around you and everyone around you seems to be going through the worst of the worst. It's fated by the wheel and you can't change it. Ace of Cups causes a new emotion. Emotions overflowed. There's good news that comes out of that emotion, though. Stagnation with a new outlook. Maybe a revelation of some sort. Let's see. King of Cups. There is a man around that revelation. Seven of Swords. So around a new emotion, around the surprise and the good news out of the new emotion comes an exit strategy. Trying to get away with something. Around the Hangman is hope. So the new outlook and this man, whoever this is, does bring hope for you. Walking away with the Eight of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, family money. Temperance, cooperation. Healing. That's also what the star means, is healing. Princess of Swords. That's bad news. Sometimes it's disappointing news. So your relationship might take a hit. I don't want to say embezzlement, but it's kind of what I get. This is the exit strategy. That's the getting away with something. And then here's the family money. Yeah, I think you have a plan in place. It's just until the wheel turns, you're trapped. Until fate has played out, you can't go anywhere. Post-Trump. Post-White House. It's not over till it's over. Oh, that family is so disgusting.